Welcome back guys, TSG Spartan here, and today I'm going to be sharing with you some exclusive leaked information based on Gorod Krovi. Now, this was provided to us by an anonymous source who has playtested this 2 months early, guys, okay? 2 months early. Now, the amount of stuff he has included within this extract is so accurate, and it's based on all the features, some of which we already know about. So there's a ton of information within this, so let's get straight into it, and I'll talk to you guys very soon. So to begin with, there's going to be a new female character on the map. Now you will hear her talking to you as you are playing. Now she talks vastly about the creations with the dragons and the war on the Western Front. Now this is just going to be some sort of backstory, I guess. If not, then this will be Easter egg related, but for now it remains unknown until the release. So moving on, the challenges are going to be returning from Zetsubou no Shima. Now these will be located on tombstones. Now there will be 3 out of 4 stars on them. Each star will be one of your challenges. When you complete all of the challenges, your tombstone will light up green. We now have the Raygun Mark III, which will have 2 different modes. Now this is something that the community, or the zombies community, has been talking about. One of the modes will shoot regular beams similar to the Raygun, but they seem to be more powerful and have a faster firing rate. So this could be something a little bit similar to the Mark II, which was featured in Buried, but maybe just a little bit faster than that. And now the bullets will be bigger than the OG raygun, so a lot more bullets contained within the actual weapon. This mode will kill the boss zombie extremely quickly. Whether this is obviously going to be nerfed, we have no idea. Fingers crossed that it isn't. And now the other firing mode has a somewhat similar effect to the paralyzer from Buried. Now this will create a crystallized substance around the zombies, which will slow them down. Again, he said that this didn't seem to be useful at all, so hopefully it will get a buff of some sort. This is just everything he's mentioned. He has a feeling that there's some sort of unknown attribute of the Mark III other than this, but it just seems to be a bit weird, especially because of the effect that slows down zombies. That's his exact words. Now, moving on, we come to Pack-a-Punch. Now, this seems to be the most complicated process within zombies so far. Now, there are multiple pods around the map. I believe there to be at least 4 pods in total. Now this will be a part of a new drop sequence feature. He could be wrong on this, but he has no idea. But anyway, he only experienced the pods dropping from the sky after he turned on the power. Now when a pod drops from the sky, you will need to secure that pod. In doing so, you will be raided by the electric zombies or skeletons within the trailer, as shown. After you have secured the pod for a certain duration, the pod will then open up and you'll be able to pick up a fuse. Now, for those of you who may have heard, these 4 fuses from the pods, red, blue, yellow and green, will all need to be used for to ride the dragons by controlling their collars. Now, once you've done this, I believe linking, well, riding the dragons will then lead you to the Pack-a-Punch machine in the bunker. I'm not sure, please tell me if I've got this wrong, guys. I'm a lot more confused than this than you guys are. It's just so hard to explain, especially from reading this text as well. But anyway, by the Colosseum there are a bunch of stairs in front of some pillars. You will see a machine which we'll need to insert the fuses with. So I believe this machine to be the heart rate monitor that we were showing on the teaser image that Treyarch first released for the map. Now, if you walk over the up the stairs, and you will see a bridge with a big open area. Now this is where the dragon will pick you up, and the dragon will fly you over to Pack-a-Punch, which is located in the bunker. Now of course, there we go, that confirms that. When you ride to the Pack-a-Punch, there's an animation where you fall off the dragon down to where the Pack-a-Punch is. Now the Pack-a-Punch is closed off by a fence until you unlock the Pack-a-Punch. Now as you can see, yet again, this follows the same puzzle like solution thing where you've got to figure out how to open up the Pack-a-Punch or complete a series of tasks to get it open. Now of course you've basically got to hold down the area until well, I don't really know too much really, but it's hard to explain. Like, again guys, even with this text, it's just so accurate for some reason, and I just can't make any sense of it. But the Pack-a-Punch will be the same one as Xenos and the Giant. Now in order to exit the bunker, you have to exit from a sewer similar to the one seen in Zetsubou no Shima. Now after you have unlocked the Pack-a-Punch, you will be obtaining a brand new item known as the Dragon Strike. Now the Dragon Strike is basically an alternate version of the G-Strikes from Origins, except with these ones you have to place a marker on the map, so the dragon will fly over to this area and obliterate the area with flames. Now How insane is this, guys? Honestly, like, I mean, of course the dragons are supposed to be blocking off areas and stuff, but when you can actually use it to your advantage, it makes it seem more balanced, and I really want to see how this works, and I'm just so hyped for this, guys. Now, there are buttons around the map that are just like the ones seen on Ascension. However, this guy has no idea, literally, what these do. But apart from that, anyway, the perks, apart from Juggernaut and Speed Cola, have random locations. Now, just to quickly add to the buttons, now, you guys remember the Lunar Landers from Ascension, you know, the control panels. Well, I did point out one of those in my breakdown video. If you didn't see it with the electric zombie in the background, I did point it out. Oh, I tried to point it out to you if you didn't see that. Now, this confirms that prediction, you know, that these definitely have a crucial role within the map. Whether these are trap related or just another means of transport remain unknown at the current time until we get more details. So, of course, this is non-related information, but the spawn area is indeed the statue, the fountain even, with the children on top. That will be where Gorod Krovi is located. Now, there is some new piece of information here, guys, that we have been presented with, and the Origins robots will work as traps on the map. For example, in the trailer we see a robot collapsed by the Colosseum. Now, the robot's hands will work as a trap here. Now, I did mention in my breakdown video that the Origins robots could have a possible role within the map, whether they'd walk across the map or whether they'd just stay in one spot, you know, and do something, you know. So that confirms that prediction, so I'm just glad I've got two things right so far. So it goes to show this backs up my theories in the past. So the boss zombie is known as a Mangler, a Russian Mangler. This is going to be a mix between all three, the Panzer, the Thrasher and the Brutus. Of course we know his attacks are the lasers and the sickle. Similar to Brutus, you will have to shoot his head to kill him faster. Now, this is very important in terms of killing him, which is really great. So I don't think we really needed to know this, but it's always necessary to have this backup information. Okay, so moving on, this guy doesn't know whether there are new perks. Now, this is also something important, but there are perks, of course. We all know that there are perks, of course, and I know I'm repeating myself here, but he's also said that the things people have seen within the trailer are indeed perks, but he's not so sure whether these are new perks, for instance. Now, Wunderfizz is returning, so there is the slight possibility that they may be adding a new returning perk within that, but of course it's unknown at the moment. The loading screen is an image of Nikolai screaming. Now, this is something I'm not so confident on, because, I mean, it could be true, as much as I'd love it to be, but I doubt they'd just put Nikolai screaming, you know, as a loading screen, because it would be pretty weird, and I don't think it would quite work like that. So I think they might include him screaming, but I think there'll be a lot more going on in the background, you know, with the dragons and stuff like that. So, okay, so swiftly moving on, guys, we're nearing the end of our extract. So, dragons will be constantly roaming, flying around the map, unlike with the Dragon Strike. So these are obviously the non-flyable dragons, so the dragons that will be attacking us throughout the game. Now, you will have no control over these dragons, which is a shame, but they will breathe fire on random sections of the map, from what it seems, and we were shown a brief scene of that within the trailer, where the zombies get obliterated by the flame. Now, you will down instantly if you are caught in the blaze. However, you will have to run very frantically if you see a dragon about to fly in. So, from this little sentence here that he's put, we can definitely tell these dragons aren't just any ordinary flying dragons. They're not going to, you know, fly slowly. These dragons are very fast, manipulative, and they're clearly, you know, quick to get around the map. So, I guess in some ways stamina up might really come in handy for getting away, but I'm not so sure. Again, this is just a weird and probably a strange theory actually for you guys to hear. I don't know why I even said this, but moving on, if you have the shield and you face the flame, or the dragon even, you will take no damage at all, guys, and I repeat, you will take no damage at all. So if the dragon is breathing fire from behind you, let's say, then you have the shield on your back. Well, if you have the shield on your back even, then you will take no damage at all. Your shield will take a lot of damage from this, however. There may be other ways to also counteract the dragon's attacks once we get to play the map, but that's all we can really hope for, really. But as mentioned anyway, about the challenges, one of the challenges was that he had to survive 30 seconds whilst the dragon is breathing fire on you, so this definitely helps with that challenge. So all we have to do is present the shield towards the dragon, and hopefully that is going to help us massively. So some non-related information here, you know, like the MR6 will be the starting pistol, we'll have the same HUD as the Giant. Now there are two crucial pieces of information. One that we now know about the specialist weapon. So this guy believes that the specialist weapon is buildable, however he never managed to build it though, which looks similar to the item seen on the buildable menu. Now we've always been speculating as to what this could possibly bring, because the Ripper, or the Super Fist Ripper weapon, could possibly present some sort of grapple effect or something. We don't know. It's just all these crazy speculations, and it's just all we can come up with, I guess, for the moment, really. And the final feature is there's going to be a new door system, although the old one will still remain, of course, but that one will allow you to move through sections easier. I really can't explain how this works because I'm not sure, to be honest. That is pretty much all of the information that this guy's got down, and that's it really. So I hope you guys enjoyed all this information, and it's so accurate, and it's always based around everything we've seen in the trailer, so it definitely does back this up. You guys can believe it all you want, but this is 100% a confirmation of most of the things we have seen within the trailer, and we can pretty much just believe it straight away. But I can't obviously 100% say. But let me know, sorry, what you think about all this information, and how truly hyped you are now. And I hope this has added to that hype, as we are only a few days away, next week Tuesday I believe. So if you guys could please like, comment and subscribe.